your nose!
In retrospect, it's pretty weird that Kelly Rowland co-starred in a Nightmare on Elm Street / Friday the 13th movie. This is someone who, at the time, was at the height of her stardom as a member of the biggest pop group around. She wasn't Beyonce, but still, she was a pretty big deal. At the time of the film's release, her hit duet with Nelly, Dilemma, was playing on every radio station, seemingly non-stop. Watching Freddy vs. Jason today, and Kelly sticks out like a sore thumb. What is she doing there? On the other hand, none of this is really surprising at all, is it? The horror genre has always been fairly open to new-coming actors, especially when said actors have sold millions of records and already have a core fan base, from the likes of Debbie Harry and David Cronenberg's Videodrome, to Ice-T and Leprechaun in the Hood, to this.
Let's see what you got.
Horror fans were extremely excited when they heard two of our favorite slasher characters from different series would be going head to head, but there's still a bunch of mortals messing around the edges of their showdown that demand some screen time, because what's a horror movie without some bystanders to pick off, right? Rowland plays the role of Kia, who had every girl's dream hairstyle back in the early 2000s, with her hair flipping out at the sides and those beautiful red streaks. No, but seriously, Kia is an annoying, rude, and colossally unfunny comic relief character who spends the film being genuinely immature and picking on a quieter, nerdier character for no reason whatsoever.
Linderman, you know, I always pictured you as a straight-up bedwetter.
You tear me down to make yourself feel better because you really hate yourself, which is kind of pathetic when you actually stop and think about it, assuming, of course, you can think, with all that makeup weighing down your head.
The character's standout moment comes when she takes a stand at an integral moment to distract Freddy Krueger from killing her pals, using the power of humiliation to render him powerless as she squashes the fear that fuels him. It's a neat trick, and one that should help Jason finish him off, or at least get some advantage over the blade-fingered menace. If only Jason was in on the plan.
I mean, come on, get real. You're not even scary. You're not even scary.
Her destiny is all but sealed when Jason creeps up behind Kia and machetes her to a tree. Where he could have taken on a weakened Freddy from Kia's string of groan-worthy zingers, his murderous tendencies took hold and finished the poor woman off instead.
You trying to compensate for something? Maybe coming up a little short there between the legs, Mr. Krueger?
And yeah, we're going to need to talk about the elephant in the room.
How sweet. Dark meat.
Yeah, that too. But that the filmmakers kept in Rowland's character calling Freddy the F word, no, the other F word, still clangs through loudly. It's a suddenly clashing note of real-world hostility and a decidedly fantastic reality.
Tell me something. What kind of runs around in a Christmas sweater?
Screenwriters Damian, Shannon, and Mark Swift have maintained that not only did they not write that line, but that they tried to have it removed from the final film. In an interview with Bloody Disgusting, they stated, "All we can tell you is we didn't write it, and we were really shocked when we heard it in the movie. We complained about it after the first screening, but it was never changed. It's a real stain on the movie, in our opinion." It remains unclear whether the line was improvised by Rowland on set or suggested by someone else working on the film. It would certainly be interesting if somebody asked the singer this when her next album comes out. It's doubtful she would even remember. She probably hasn't thought about this movie in forever.
So, why did you call Freddy Krueger the F word?
That first time is tough. I looked in the mirror and I was like, who is she? I don't even know who she is. Like, I felt like there were so many things that some of my friends forgot to tell me. Either they forgot to tell me or they just probably didn't want to get into it. It's been a lot to me to not put any pressure on myself, but I did in the beginning. I think that some things we kind of feel are off limits, always so made to feel shame about it, and it's no reason to talk. We have so much mental illness in this country, and if we don't talk about it, then it's internal, and when it becomes internal, it becomes toxic and poisonous.
Exactly.
All of this may sound like a knock against the final product of Freddy vs. Jason, but this isn't the case at all. After all, horror has a long history of introducing extremely annoying characters and keeping them around just long enough so that we can savor their demise all the more. This is just one more for the canon.
Sally, I hear something. Stop. Stop.
On my way to my very first movie premiere. I'm so excited. I'm kind of famous. You can roll with me?
Yeah, really? Can I go?
You can roll with me. He's gonna come with me.
Wait a minute. Do I have to drive?
No, not this time.
Yes. All right, cool. I'm rolling with Kelly Rowland. Hey, that has a nice ring to it, huh?
That does have a nice ring.
All right, so this is the big premiere. So what's going through your mind?
I'm nervous and I'm excited. I think, and anxious. Those are three words that basically sum me up right now. To be a part of that history, of Freddy Jason history,
Sure.
would just be so cool.